Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Edge of Midnight channel. My name is Jason and I'm your host for hopefully a very long time. This talk is going to be about developers and publishers. Gaming has become a valid entertainment. The idea of people spending all their time just sitting in a basement playing games or wasting your life is gone, or should be gone. Ooh. Books. Yay. And certain publishers and developers are on notice. I never bought Anthem. I didn't get back on the hype train. EA made a mistake, a huge mistake, and they keep making that mistake. They're putting their shareholders first. I know it's a money thing, I know it's a business, but you've forgotten who your customers are. I will never pre-order an EA game again. I love the Dragon Age series. I love Mass Effect. I have some amazing memories of sitting next to Paola and us playing it together. I bought every one of them, collector's editions, on console and on PC. I bought the collector's edition of Mass Effect Andromeda. You took over BioWare, EA, and you wrecked it, like you did with so many other companies. You cut out the heart of it. And we lost something special. BioWare was a very good developer. And it's up to us gamers to bring them to task. If they want to play, we'll play. Where are you? Ooh, sneaky. You can't play with me. I'm an agent. I will kick your asses. We need to stop pre-ordering games from these developers that haven't proved themselves to us. We need to wait for reviews from the indie YouTubers, from people you trust. And there is quite a few that buy their own games that have been blacklisted that still do the reviews so that to warn you and to tell you what a game's like. You can find them all over YouTube. We need to stop empowering them, because every time you pre-order a game from EA or Activision, and it turns out to be bad, you've already given them your money. They didn't even have to show you the product. And their shareholders make money, and therefore they think it's okay. And that's what it comes down to. Their shareholders have become more important to them than you as a customer. This is a bad thing. They need to remember who they are. Ooh, loot. And when a games company does the right thing, we need to reward them. We need to go on the forums and let people know. Oh. Oh, die. Oh. Ouch, this is going to hurt me. Hello. My name is Jason. Time to get out the big gun. You can't have it, it's mine. Oh, this is good. They need to gain back our trust. Now let's take Ubisoft for example. They made a few mistakes, especially when it comes to the Assassin's Creed. They started to release them every year. And it suffered. I'm in trouble here. They don't like me. Excuse me, I'm trying to make a video here. Stop with your naughtiness, or you will be punished. I shall punish you with hills of death. You shall die, or I shall die. Oops, that's a bad thing. I killed someone, that's what I did. Die, you. Any more of you? Any more? Bring it on. You want to interrupt my video anymore? I will cause you pain. I will cause you suffering. I will put bullets through your heads. Thank you. How rude of them to interrupt my talking. Let's go look if there's any loot over there. Ubisoft made a mistake, but they came back from it. They listened to people. They stopped doing it as a yearly thing. And we got Assassin's Creed Origins. We got Odyssey, which are amazing games with so much content. It's almost too much content. And we deserve that. I am not a fan of games as a service. I'm not a fan of games being released in really bad condition. We are, unless we actually volunteer, we shouldn't be beta tested. We're buying the game. So unfortunately, when the new Dragon Age comes out, or if a new Mass Effect comes out, I will not be buying it pre-order. I will be waiting. I will be watching the reviews. And I may buy a game from EA or Activision, but only if those games are worth it to me. Because there is a huge amount of developers out there that do it right, or try to do it right. No one's perfect. Look at CD Projekt Red. Yes, I will say no. I am going to pre-order the hell out of that game when it becomes available on GOG, Steam, or whatever. Because I bought every one of their games and they've never disappointed me. I don't expect it to be perfect when it first comes out, because this is new territory. This is huge science fiction, open world, cyberpunk. And I think there's going to be glitches in there, and it's going to need a few patches, but I can deal with that. Developers like that need our loyalty, need us to give back to them. And there's a huge amount of indie developers out there who you don't really see a lot of. I'll start doing a little bit of a series on them as well. But it's all in EA's hands and Activision, and I hate to say it, Bethesda. A couple of years ago, I would never have thought that Bethesda would start going down this path. It started with the trying to monetize the mod scene for Skyrim and that. A lot of mistakes made. Paula pre-ordered, before she died, pre-ordered for Fallout 76 for me. I am so happy that she never got to see that game. And that's sad. We travelled through Daggerfall. Daggerfall was the first game that Paula really got into. Paula loved to go out and shop for ebony armour, and she came up with her in-game name, which is the username was mainly adamantium, and she didn't get it from Wolverine. She got it from her favourite metal in Daggerfall. She loved it. And so I stuck with them. I pre-ordered their games all the way. But now I'm hesitant about Elder Scrolls 6. I shouldn't be hesitant about Elder Scrolls 6. This is Bethesda. But I am. I'm worried about what they're going to do. Are they going to limit it so it can't be modded on the Nexus? Are they going to try to monetize things? Are they going to make mistakes? And if they do, we're going to have to... let's go help them. We are going to have to bring them to bear. Ooh. I shouldn't be this close to a tank. Go away, go away, go away. I don't like you. Nothing to see here. That's it. Shoot that guy. There. Ooh. Oh, let's go on the big gun. Oh yes, that feels fun. Oh, wee, wee. Sorry, I shouldn't have shot the flag. That's a bad thing. Okay. I am control challenged sometimes. I press buttons that I shouldn't. Let's see if there's anything in here. What's going on? What's this place? that for $1. We are gamers. We deserve respect. We deserve to get the games that we pay for. We deserve to get whole games and support for those games. We're not asking for too much. We're not being unreasonable. We can understand that there's a few bugs and instabilities. Some things don't show up until they get out in the wild. I completely understand that. But when you knowingly release a game like that, or you release it with DLC actually on the disc but cut out of the game, and all these practices that are sticking the finger up to us as players, no, you're on notice. You will not get my money. You will not get my support if you act like that. Yes, your shareholders are important, but don't forget who brought you to prominence. I'm watching you, and others are too. People are getting tired. And then you've got developers like Ubisoft again with Massive. And look at what they've done here. The Division 1 I loved. It was one of mine and Paola's favourite games. But the Division 2 is a sequel done right. It's got atmosphere, it's got immersion. I find myself looking around going, ooh, loot, no, ooh, pretty, ooh, loot. And games are just as important as any other type of entertainment. In that thread, I've read so many stories about people who say, yes, this resonates with me because I'm dealing with this. I'm having a bad day at work. I come home, I sit down, I get on my computer, I play on my Xbox or PS4, and it makes it better. How is it any less valid than going out for a drink? With the World Wide Web, with everything else, just because it's a computer does not make it any less sociable, any less valid than going out with friends. I'm not against that. Paola loved to go for walks. We went on the wheelchair everywhere within about 10 miles of where we live because I don't own a car. I pushed her wheelchair down the canals, over to the lakes, to the parks. We called it our adventure chair. I loved doing all that. But no less valid was exploring a game with your wife or friend at your side. And I'll go more into that in another video about how team building and relationship building can happen in games. Doing these things together as a couple. Look at this place. You can see how some of the signs are different levels. They did passes. It's like they created their city, the area, and then they aged it. They said, okay, this is at the start of the disaster. We'll put this down first, and then on top of that, there'll be another layer of grit and grime as things start to fall apart. It's so masterfully done. They're going to die. Headshot. Headshot with an M60. I got skills. I got skills. Ooh. Those little tech guys when they send out those little drones on the ground. They're fun. And I did it. I kicked ass. Ooh. I seem to be overloaded with stuff. I'll have to start putting some stuff in my stuff. Oh, that's funny. That's cool. I like that. Ooh, I'm not going to do that. Ooh. Level. You're dead. Yeah. Let's turn around and go this way. We are gamers, and we are a community, and we care. And what happened? Ooh. Should I? I think I should. I should. I have my grenade key next to my control key. This is probably a bad thing. And I can't remember sometimes which one I've set up and as which. Oh, pressing, so let's see. Ooh. Oh. Sewers. Oh, sneaky. Oh, loot. Loot and sewers. What could be better? Oh. Let's reload my gun, just in case. I know there's no enemies. I wonder if there's gas. I wonder if there's methane. Oh, come on. It's a red barrel. I'm sorry. As gamers, we've been trained that barrels, ever since the original Doomware, the first thing my friend ever told me when he played it before I got to was, you can shoot barrels. That was what he said to me. He said, you can shoot barrels. And I said, what? You can shoot barrels and they blow up. And I still wasn't getting the concept, because that hadn't been allowed. We hadn't been given that in games before. So, you can shoot barrels. Ooh, oh, pretty. Pretty fire. Shiny. Burny. I shall avoid walking through. That's something that gamers do. Ooh. That's something that gamers do, isn't it? We play a game and we'll walk over the top of fire in a game just to see whether it burns, to see whether they've put that in, to see whether the developers are on point. We actually will walk over. I don't care. I'm in the sewers. I'm having fun. Sewers with loot. What could be better? Ooh, what's in there? Oh, what's in there? Oh, is that the end of the sewers? Oh, loot. I almost missed loot. That would have been bad. So, it's just like when we used to in games go up to the edge of the worlds and try to jump off. Ooh, major loot. Yay, me happy. We have evolved as gamers, as the gaming scene has evolved, and developers have given us amazing. Ooh, what the hell? Bloody hell! Oh, I get to play. Ooh, pretty loot. Look at this. I'm sure that some mission will happen here at some point in time. Reminds me of a place in Division 1. Oh, one of the missions where you were stuck in a place like this and they came out of Walls and bloody floors. They're coming out of the walls and floors. Run away. Ooh, Prezi, loot. Sorry. Yeah. So, we deserve better from some publishers. And we need to log on to forums of games that are good and let the developers know, thank you. Thank you for doing this. Look at this place. That box of scrap and parts actually does look like a box of scrap and parts. Oh, it's a barrel. I'm sorry. It's a barrel. It has to be. Explosion make Homer happy. Does that mean there's something up there? Am I missing something? Oh, what? Oh, I almost missed that. What is that? Could that be a M249B? Is that another gun? Oh, that is a gun. I've got to try that gun out. I've got to try that gun. Let's go in the inventory, because this is my right. I don't care about them. They're not. I've got two. I've got this. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I've got to put this on. I've got to try it. I've got to try it. Yeah, I don't care. I have my. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Jason's happy. Jason's happy. Jason's very happy. Oh, Jason likes this. Jason likes this. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Jason got a new gun. Jason's happy. Okay, let's go this way. There's something up there. Interesting. Okay, let's. I can't remember which way I came in here. Loot. Everything is good when there's loot. So basically, I don't want any publisher, even EA, to fail completely. I don't want it. It doesn't help us as. I think this is the way I came in. Let's go back this way. I have lost. I'm lost. Let's go all the way over there. But I want them to change their practices. You want a loyal fan base again. My apology for that. That's the dog. That is Bertie. Bertie is a staffy. We took him on as a rescue dog, and Beryl is a wire-haired terrier, and we took her on as a rescue when she was 6.5 years old. Oh, it has to happen. It has to be christened. Yay! And so I think you all know what I'm talking about. I am going to always buy my games for this channel. I am not going to let anybody sponsor me unless they are really good and ethical. I am not going to become part of a network, because this is about power. This matters to me. I don't want to have it controlled or taken away by anybody. That's why I'm not monetizing my videos. Hello, I'm back. That was fun. I found a new gun and I'm going to shoot your face. I'm going to shoot you in the head. Target's in range. Target's in range. Target's in range. Die. Yes, you're going down. You're going down. Oh, I'm happy now. Oh, my dog wants to love. Hello, Beryl. And good doggies. We both are. No, you can't climb up on top of me. It would be bad for me doing this. Let's see what we can find. This video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but people seem to enjoy them. Doggy has gone to have a drink. What's in this way? Hello, I'm Jason. Oops, I'm running out of ammo. Hello. Oh, let's wait for him to come. Come on. Oh yeah, come on, give it to me. They blew up their own man. Oh my god, that was classic. That was fun. That was so much classicness. Where are you? You have to die. You have to be taken down. I'm going to walk down the street like Rambo with a M249B, I think it is. Oh, who are you? Oh, and what's that? Oh, let's get in on that fight. I should probably stream. I can tell this has got a higher rate of fire. But I like it. I like it a lot. The bullets come out of the end and they hit the enemy a lot. And it makes me happy. Anyway, I'm going to probably go downstairs now and have something to eat. The dogs have already fed. No, I mean, I did that before I came online. I always do that. No, ooh, loot. Loot has to come before food. Sorry, loot. This is like... Oh, I won't climb up inside those places. What's in there? There's loot. Sorry. The logging off has to be delayed for a few seconds while I empty the area of loot. Okay. Well, thank you for listening. I hope people enjoyed it. And this is Jason for the Edge of Midnight channel. Logging off. I hope you're all having a lovely morning, a lovely day all around the world.